Hello, students, and thank you for joining us today. You can ask a question to the panelists at any time using the Q&A button. Just a heads up, your camera and microphone are off, so we cannot see or hear you. This is just one of the many sessions that are happening, so please sign up for more. And a recording of this session will be available in about a week at the same place you registered, which is StriveScan. And now I will turn it over to our presenters. First up, we have Miami University.
All righty, good evening, everyone. My name is Hannah Stone. I am the Miami University regional rep for the state of Tennessee, as well as the rest of the southeastern US. So if you do have any questions about the information that I will briefly be going over this evening, what my contact information is at the end, so please be sure to grab it or reach out to me in the chat if you have further questions. So, I can, my screen does not want to share tonight. So 1 second, do apologize. There we go. There we are. So Miami is located in the town of Oxford, Ohio. We are a public mid-sized institution with a little over 17,000 undergraduate students. So we call ourselves the brains of a big university with the heart of a small school. So the town of Oxford is your quintessential college town. So if you are looking for that college town experience, then Miami can definitely check a lot of boxes. We have over 120 different majors. We do operate on a liberal arts-based philosophy. So no matter your area of academic major and minor study, you are still getting a very well-rounded academic experience in a wide variety of academic departments. We are also ranked regularly as a top 5 institution for undergraduate teaching. We also have an average class size of 30 students. So this means we are taking kind of a larger student body and really funneling it to give our students a small, intimate learning experience. So you will have professors who will know you by name. You are not going to be a number at Miami, as well as community is a huge aspect of the Miami experience. So in addition to very involved classes, we have over 600 different student organizations on campus. So really something for everyone to get involved with, both in and outside of the classroom. We are known as a public Ivy institution. This is a moniker that was developed in 1985 and given to Miami along with several other notable institutions for having an Ivy level-esque educational experience for a public school price. This also ties in and ties back to our dedication to the undergraduate teaching experience. To give you an idea of the type of student that is generally considered competitive for admission at Miami, we do have our statistics listed here. Please know that we are test optional for both admission and merit scholarship consideration for fall of 2021. So it is completely up to you if you would like to submit ACT and SAT scores in order to be considered for both admission as well as our merit scholarships. Another thing that is unique about Miami is more than half of our student body does reside in a state other than Ohio. So because we do have a national draw to campus, our students are staying around on campus on weekends. So really there's always something happening and really enhancing that community experience that we are known for. To give you an idea of our guaranteed merit scholarships, we do utilize the common application for admission, as well as we are moving to a self-reported academic record system this year. So please know if your GPA is falling within or above these ranges, then please consider yourself competitive for a merit scholarship. The scholarships that you see listed here are automatically renewable for all 4 years that you would be a student at Miami. Additionally, we do have something called our tuition promise, which actually fixes the rate of tuition for all of our students once they begin classes with us. So college is a 4-year investment, both in time as well as money. So we really do our best to give our students and their families that information up front, so you can determine what is going to be a good financial fit for you for the next 4 years, both academically as well as financially. And then some ins and outs of the tuition promise and outcomes. Miami prepares you for that next step after graduation, whether that is going on to your first career or entering a higher level academic program such as law or medical school. We have a really amazing center for career exploration and success that really does work with matching our students on a good fit, both academically, if you are in a program, again, pre-law, pre-med, or any other master's level program that you might be competitive for, providing resources to help you be a competitive candidate for those programs. Additionally, we do our best to match our students the same way with grad schools as well as careers. And that is all I have on a formal capacity tonight. So very quickly going through that information. So if you do have questions, here is my contact information. So please do not hesitate to reach out. And thank you for tuning in.
Thanks so much, Hannah. Up next, we have Berea College.
All right, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for turning out, and I'm so excited to talk about Berea with you. I am a Berea grad myself, and so Berea is something I'm really passionate about. We have 6 minutes, so I'm going to format this in 6 things you need to know about Berea College. Number 1, we are the #1 bang for your buck school in the US. This is a ranking that we get year after year. We do this because we offer the no tuition promise scholarship. Every single student we admit is going to be guaranteed a $174,000 scholarship for their 4 years here with us. This means over half of our graduates graduate completely debt-free. Those that do take out debt only take out about $5,000, and that typically comes from a really fun optional experience like study abroad. Number 2, you can earn $2,000 with us your very first year here at Berea. We are a federally recognized work-study program. So there are 8 of us in the US, and every student will work 8 to 10 hours on campus a week. 10 to 12 hours on campus a week. And you can work everywhere from the farm to the office, somewhere that really suits what you're interested in to help you get that career prep that you need before graduating. You're going to leave Berea with 4 years of professional experience on your resume. There are not many 22, 23-year-olds that can say that. You're going to gain career prep, mentoring, and practical skills. You're going to leave Berea knowing how to interview, how to apply for a job, how to get over interview jitters. You're going to be so well prepared for the workforce after Berea because of our work program. Number 3, as of this month, Washington Monthly has ranked us the #3 liberal arts college in the entire US. As a Berea grad, I'm so proud to be from Berea and still working for Berea. We have over 60 areas of study. Because we are a no tuition promise scholarship school, you can have as many majors as you can fit in your schedule without a financial penalty. You could leave here with 3 degrees if you wanted to. We offer everything from ceramics to statistics, everything back in between, with an option for independent majors as well. We have an average class size of about 14 students, so you're really going to learn who your peers are on campus, get to know your professors. We have a 10-to-1 faculty ratio, so these are the folks that are really going to learn who you are over the course of your 4 years at Berea to help you succeed post-grad. They're going to really be able to help you with networking, career goals, everything you might need. Most of our graduates will also graduate with undergraduate research having already been done for them. A lot of times they even get this published. I myself have my research done and I'm in the process of getting it published now, and Berea's helped me with this whole process. We also provide funding for conferences, all kinds of travel opportunities, and we even will give you funding for the GRE, LSAT, and MCAT post Berea. You have 4 years with us. So in your 4 years, you could do a study abroad trip that we will fund up to 3/4 of internally, meaning you only have a quarter to get funded outside. And we have a whole department that is just completely structured and devoted to helping you find that funding. Almost 43% of our students go study abroad, where the national average is only 10%. We make it very accessible for everybody who comes to Berea. We will also fund 2 internships anywhere in the world. You just have to get accepted to the program. We will fund your travel, your food, your housing, give you money to do fun things while you're there. We want you to be as well prepared and look as good as possible on your resume when you graduate. And we are also a school that is completely devoted to service learning. If volunteer work is something that you appreciate, you could do that as your work position here in the school or even in your free time. So 5 of our notable alumni, just so you get a feel of who Berea is. We have Dr. Carter G. Woodson, the father of Black History Month. Berea was the first co-ed, co-racial school in the South, and Dr. Carter G. Woodson was one of our very first graduates, and he's someone we're very proud to exemplify as a Berean today. C.E. Morgan, a very notable author. Dr. Samuel Hurst, the inventor of touchscreen technology. So if you have a touchscreen, think a Berea grad. Akilah Hughes, a rising pop culture icon, and Dr. John Fenn, who we actually have his Nobel Prize award on display for everybody to see. So we are accepting our applications now. We are rolling admissions, and our first deadline is October 31st. If you apply by then, you'll hear back from us before we break in December for the holidays. It's coming up soon, but you can get it all done, I promise. We will fill half of our class by then, so I really suggest, striving and try to get this deadline. If you can't, that's okay. We have the priority deadline on November 30th, which you'll hear back in mid-February, and then March 31st is the final day that we will accept anything from students. And we are test score optional this year. We know that with COVID having been everywhere, you may not have had a chance to take the ACT or SAT, and we don't want to hold that against you. So if you haven't had a chance, no worries. You will not be penalized in any way for not sending us test scores. We do require the FAFSA. One component to our students is that every student we accept is Pell eligible. And then we just need your high school transcripts, a school guidance counselor form, and a teacher evaluation form. That is all I have for you tonight. If you have any questions, drop them in the question box for me, and I will answer them before I leave. Thank you so much for your time, everyone.
Awesome, thank you. Up next, we have Birmingham-Southern College.
Hi, everyone. Let me share my screen. All right. Let's see here. Welcome. Thank you guys for coming. I wish I was with you all in person this year, but I know this is our best option this year. So this is Birmingham-Southern College. We are a private 4-year liberal arts college located just outside the heart of downtown Birmingham, just about 2 miles outside. A little bit about us: we have about 1,300 students here on campus from 31 different states and 18 different countries. So we are a smaller school, liberal arts college. We are part of something called Colleges That Change Lives. If you've ever heard of that, it's something great to look up. Basically, quickly, it was a list of 40 schools made up by a man who traveled the country to find small schools that he felt like just did things differently. And we're very proud to be one of those schools for multiple years running. We have 50 plus majors and minors to choose from, so areas of study. You'll see the highlighted majors and programs are our largest programs or our more robust programs. However, all of our programs are amazing, and you can even contract your own program at BSC. So if there's something we don't offer, no worries. You can contract your own major and work with an advisor to make that happen. Our student to faculty ratio is 12:1, and our average class size is about 16. Again, like I said, we are a smaller college that really benefits our students. Our professors don't have 5,000 students each, which is really nice. They really get to know you, you get to know them. And then our classes are very conversational, meaning that when you go to class, you're not just going to sit and have a professor lecture at you, they're going to want to have conversations with you, and for you to have conversations with your peers to make sure you're not just learning from the professor, you're learning from everyone around you. All right, one of my favorite things to talk about at BSC is our e-term. So our class schedule goes fall, you take 4 classes. The month of January, you take 1 class, which is our e-term. And then spring starts in February, goes till May, and you take 4 more classes. So the month of January is our e-term, or our exploration term, which is a month for our students to just do something outside the box. We offer non-traditional classes during the month of January on campus. You can do an internship for the month of January for e-term. You can do service learning opportunities, or our students' favorite, you can study abroad for the month. Now, these study abroad trips are a little different. They're actually faculty-led, which means you're going to go study abroad for the month of January with one of your faculty or your professors and your peers. So your friends from class get to go with you. It's a really awesome opportunity that we offer our students, and e-term is part of your tuition. So it's already built into that cost. All right, we are a highly residential college here at BSC. Almost all of our students choose to live on campus all 4 years. You'll see some pictures of our dorms up here in the corner. Like I said, very highly residential, and a lot of our students do choose to stay. All right, we have over 80 student organizations to choose from. All of our students are involved in at least one, if not more, student organization across campus. They are not forced to do that. They just choose to. Our students are super involved on our campus, and it really helps with our campus community and just making friends and kind of finding your people here on campus. We are NCAA Division III here at BSC, part of the Southern Conference, and we have about 400 student athletes here. So a large percentage of our students are student athletes. We have 22 sports teams, and all of our facilities are located on our campus, with the exception of the swimming facility. All right, and Birmingham literally is our backyard. If you see down at the bottom, this is actually just a small part of our campus with the bell tower. And then if you see just over the hill, we've got downtown. So we literally are, Birmingham literally is our backyard, and we're very happy to have that. It offers our students a lot of opportunities for jobs, internships, but then also it's just a lot of fun. It's a fun city. All right, I know I'm rushing through this. We have a couple ways to apply. So our BSC online application is free. It is always free year round. And then we also take Common App, and we are working on the Coalition app currently. We have 2 ways to apply, standard and test optional. This is our 3rd year doing test optional because we have a very holistic review process. We know as a student, you are more than your test score. So this is not our 1st year as test optional. However, if you are interested in applying test optional, we would love for you to do that. Here are our academic scholarship grids. If you'll see on the left, that's for our standard application, and on the right, that's for our test optional application. It's most important to note that you can still receive up to $11,000 no matter how you apply. All right, that is all I have for you today. That at the bottom is a QR code for you to scan if you want to apply. But I really appreciate your time. And if you have any questions, please just send them over to the Q&A.
Cool. Thank you so much. And up next, we have the University of Alabama in Huntsville. I don't know if it's just me, but Kaylin, I can't hear you. It might just be me. If this doesn't throw things off too much, Kaylin, would you be okay with getting bumped to the end? Okay, cool. So then, sorry, University of Virginia's College at Wise, you're up, if that's okay.
That's cool. That's cool. You're good.
Okay.
Okay, so can you hear me? I'm scared now.
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, good deal. So my name is Presley Taylor, and I'm an admissions counselor at UVAWise. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump in and start on just some general information. So UVAWise was founded in 1954, and we partnered with UVA to bring higher education to our region. We are currently the only division of UVA, and we are a four-year public liberal arts college. We're located in Southwestern Virginia, and we are nationally ranked for our students having the lowest debt, some of the lowest debt in the nation. When talking about our size, we have around 2,000 students, and our student to faculty ratio is about a 13-to-1. So you get a lot of one-on-one attention with your professors. When it comes to like technology and resources, you have a lot more access and availability for that stuff because you're not trying to compete with others to have access to that. So a little bit about where we were located. So we're located where that red dot is right there, or it's a star, in Southwestern Virginia. We're about an hour from Tennessee, so it takes me about 45 minutes to an hour to get to Kingsport, Johnson City, and then we're about 3 hours away from Knoxville, Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, and all those places. When it comes to our majors and programs, this is a list of all the majors we offer, and on the right there are our pre-professional programs. So basically those are tracks that you'll follow towards graduation in addition to one of the majors you see on the left. One thing we're really proud of at UVAWise is our undergraduate research. So most of our students, if you have something you're really interested in wanting to research, you'll have the opportunity to do so. A lot of our research has led to our students getting employed after graduation and just a lot of hands-on experience. Another program we have here is Army ROTC. So if that's something you're interested in, it's a really good opportunity to get your school paid for, get money while you're here. And it's just something really, really good that we have for our students. And the contact information for the recruiter for that is at the end of the presentation. So at UVAWise, we have what's called Innovate to Elevate. So what that is all of our students, faculty and staff actually get an iPad and a keyboard and an Apple Pencil. So basically the purpose behind this is to kind of bridge the technology gap for our students, make sure they all have the technology they need to succeed in their classes. They all come with Microsoft Office and other programs like Notability that your professors will use to kind of enhance your learning. It allows you to save money on books because you can get ebooks instead of the physical copies, and those are usually a lot cheaper. Professors will also use them a lot in class for more interactive learning. So instead of saving for a lecture for like an hour, you'll do something interactive on your iPad to kind of increase like with hands-on learning experiences. These are the different athletic programs we have. I just kind of always like to throw them up here. If you're interested in one of those, just feel free to reach out to me and I can get you their contact information. We are NCAA Division II and we're part of the South Atlantic Conference. So a little bit about student life. We have 50+ clubs and organizations at UVAWise. So those are anywhere spanning from social, academic, service clubs, basically a little something for everyone, whatever you're interested in. We also have Greek life on our campus. We have fraternities and sororities, and they do recruitment in the fall and the spring. Something else we offer to our students are intramurals. So we do different one-day events like cornhole. We're actually the national cornhole champions, and that stemmed from one of our one-day events. We also have team like tournaments. So that could be like flag football, basketball, volleyball, and that's something you can get together a team and participate in those. We also have outdoor recreation or OREC. So what that is that group plans some trips, some local, some a little farther away for our students to go to. They've gone skydiving, ATV riding. They've gone to professional sporting events with the NFL, MLB, NBA. They've gone to amusement parks, and those trips span anywhere from free to like $30, $50 a trip, just kind of depends. So now a little bit about financial aid. So we have lots of different merit and need-based scholarships at UVAWise. This semester we are test optional, so a lot of those merit-based scholarships will be based on just your GPA. So if you have a high GPA, you have a really good opportunity to get a pretty good-sized merit scholarship. You all in Eastern Tennessee are actually a part of what's called the ARC. So basically you get pretty close to in-state tuition. And so that's something we are is new. We offer that to the entire Appalachian region. So that's something that you are eligible for. It might be a few $100s more than in-state tuition. So just a little bit of information about applying. So you can apply now. Early admissions deadline is December 1st. So if you could go ahead and just get in your application, submit your transcripts, and also there's a $25 application fee, and then a personal essay that is a part of the application. So you can send in your test scores, but those are optional, so you don't have to. That can sometimes affect your merit scholarship. It can give you a little bit more. So if you have any questions or anything, we are currently accepting visitors on campus now, and you can schedule it online at uvawise.edu/visit. My name is Presley Taylor. That's my contact information right there, the second one over. And then over on the right-hand side is the ROTC contact. And like I said, feel free to visit our campus. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks.
Great, thank you. And now we will turn it over to Mercer University.
Hey, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day it is. Thanks so much for joining us today. Glad to be here. My name is Chris Pinto. That is Pinto like the bean. Hopefully that made you smile. If it didn't, that's the best joke I have. I have the pleasure of serving as Director of Undergraduate Admissions at Mercer University. So excited just to talk with you all for just a couple of minutes about some of the cool things we have going on at Mercer. First off, to start from the top, a little bit about us. We are a private institution of about 34 undergraduate students here in the town of Macon. We have a lot of academic programs, though, on campus. Everything ranging from the health sciences to research to education to business to the arts and humanities. It truly is a diverse community, both academically and in every other sense here on our campus. To talk about some of the unique highlights, one thing I always love to start talking about when talking about Mercer is our location. The city of Macon is a pretty cool town. And one thing that you'll find when you come and explore our campus is that Macon and Mercer have a really integral relationship. And it's a huge part of our identity, a really big part of who we are. There are great restaurants in downtown Macon, whether you're looking for burgers, which is a big thing here in Macon, or maybe you're looking for some Korean Mexican fusion at Chico and Chang. You may want to go to festivals. You may want to go to concerts. There's a really exciting music scene here in downtown as well. We are right next to downtown on campus. There's actually a bridge that the city built that connects Mercer to the downtown corridor. So when you come and stay on our campus, when you're living on campus, you have the ability to commute back and forth to have the best of both worlds, the on-campus experience with access to a city with great restaurants, with cool businesses, with things to do off of campus as well. We do also want to let you all know that it's a great time to come visit campus if you're interested. I know that's something that's a little bit weird right now with COVID. A lot of places you're not able to visit, but we are hosting campus tours every day, Monday through Friday, keeping them small to make sure that we're able to socially distance and practice safe guidelines. And then we also have some smaller Saturday events going on as well. So if you're looking for an opportunity to come check out Macon, come check out Mercer. It's only about a 3-hour drive from Chattanooga, a little over 4 hours from Knoxville. So it's not too bad at all. We would love to have you on campus, take you on a tour, and tell you a little bit more about what makes Mercer great. To go a little bit more in depth though, one thing that I've loved about Mercer is the campus life experience. There are no students on campus who are not involved in something, whether it's Greek life, whether they're athletes, whether they're looking to get involved in special interest organizations like the gaming club or the Harry Potter club. Every student is involved, and it's just a part of the educational experience when you come to Mercer. I think that's one thing that I love about the size of the campus is there's such a great sense of community. You're going to know the majority of the students that you see walking to campus every day, and you have the ability and the flexibility to be involved in everything. So you can be in Greek life, but you can also do undergraduate research, and you can also get involved with different service learning projects happening on and around campus. We are a Division I school. Folks like to know that. One cool thing about being here in Macon is that we monopolize the sports scene. So if you're a basketball fan, if you're a football fan, if you're a baseball fan, soccer fan, all of those sports happen here on campus at the D1 level. Whether you're a fan, whether you're an athlete yourself, you can come and check it out and learn a little bit more about the Mercer Bear spirit. I mentioned earlier that service is something that we are really involved in and really dedicated in at Mercer. It's part of our ethos. We were initially founded to serve Middle Georgia, but as we have become a national research institution, we have expanded that service mission nationally as well. We do these great projects that we call Mercer on Mission, which sort of combine research, service learning, and a study abroad trip all in one. About a quarter of our students are going to complete a Mercer on Mission before they graduate, and it's an opportunity for you to engage in meaningful research on another country in the world that impacts them directly. It has a direct relation with that community. And you can see a couple examples here on the slide. All right, so if you're interested in learning more about Mercer, if you wanted to maybe figure out what type of research am I interested in, how do I get involved in service learning, we would love to have you apply and talk with you more about the Mercer experience. The application, of course, is open. Our early action deadline is November 15th. And the reason that deadline is important is because that's how you'll get priority consideration for our scholarships and some of our competitive scholarship programs that are coming up in the next couple of months. For the application, you just have to apply. The application is relatively brief, although it does require activities and an essay. In addition to that, we'll need an official high school transcript. And then you have the option to submit official ACT or SAT test scores. Like a lot of folks have mentioned, we have gone test optional this year. So totally up to you. If you have a good test that you'd like to send, feel free. To give you an idea of what our typical profile looks like, you see the average GPA was about a 3.99 this past year, and you see the middle 50% on both the SAT and the ACT. But again, keep in mind, those test scores are optional, totally up to you. We do have several different ways you can earn scholarships. Just based on your application, you could qualify for up to $22,000 a year in merit scholarships. But at the bottom, you'll see some scholarship competitions we offer as well. Some are major specific, engineering, business, media studies, but then we also have Presidential Scholarship Weekend and Heritage, which are invite only. Thanks for coming and talking with us today. Hope you learned a little something new. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me, contact my team. Again, my name is Chris Pinto, like the bean. Check us out on social media and hope to see you guys on campus soon. Thanks, and go Bears.
Cool. Thanks, Chris Pinto, like the bean. We're going to circle back to University of Alabama, Huntsville. Hopefully the sound situation will be better.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Perfect, great. I don't know what happened, but as long as it's working now, then that's all that matters.
Yeah, so glad you presentation, but I was like, is it my computer or like?
I have no idea what happened. But my name is Kaylin, and I am the admissions counselor for the University of Alabama in Huntsville, and I'm here to represent Tennessee. So a little bit of background about UH. We were founded in 1950, and we were partnered with the University of Alabama in Tuscaloosa, as well as the University of Alabama in Birmingham, before we became our own autonomous campus in 1969. So we are completely separate institutions, completely separate universities, and we have our own application process and scholarships. We are a medium-sized campus, so we have over 500 acres, so plenty of room for expansion, and we also have over 10,000 students as well. We do have a couple of fun facts that make us pretty unique. So we are ranked the #1 return on investment for both in-state and out-of-state students for the state of Alabama. So the money you're putting in for your college tuition, you're getting right back out as a college graduate. And we are ranked #1 in Alabama for early career pay as well. So we have an average starting salary of over $57,000. So for me, that's a pretty good salary just starting out anyway. Starting right out of college, it's a great number to have, and it's a great number to have in general. We do have 16 NCAA sport programs. Most of those are going to be Division II, but we are also home of the only Division I men's ice hockey team in the entire Southeast region. So all of our athletic events are at no additional cost for students to attend. And I don't know if you guys have ever been to an ice hockey game, but they're really, really fun. We are #1 best affordable places to live. So that statistic actually just came out again for the new 2020 year. We are also ranked on that list still. And we are the #1 best fastest growing tech city in the US too. We do have 7 academic colleges and over 100 areas of study, so there's plenty of opportunities for you to figure out what you may want to major in if you're undecided or unsure, or if you decide to change your major on later down the road, there's plenty of different things to choose from. A couple of unique programs that make us different is we do have aerospace engineering, we have astronomy and astrophysics, as well as atmospheric science and meteorology. We do have cybersecurity, which does have an engineering and a business track, and it is a newer program for us at UAH too. And then we do have digital animation as well. So like I mentioned, tons of opportunities for you to figure out what you want to do and tons of things to get involved with on campus. A little bit about what our students are like and what campus is like. So we do have pretty small class sizes. Our average is 35 students per course. We do have a student to faculty ratio of 18:1. So it's very easy to not only connect with your peers and your classmates, but to connect with your professors and to be able to access them inside and outside of lecture. We do have ample opportunities for internships, co-ops, and undergraduate research. Main reason being is we are right across the street from Cummings Research Park, which is the 2nd largest university-related research park in the nation, 4th largest in the entire world. So like I mentioned, plenty of opportunities for you to get involved and to be able to advance your career. We do have over 185 student-run organizations, so it's very easy to get involved on campus, and they range from all over the place, from academically focused to Greek life to special interest like our beekeeping club and our hammocking club. We do also have suite-style campus living, so you will have your own private bedroom, you share a bathroom with one other person, and then you share the whole suite with 3 other people. So they're very spacious, very nice, and there's no common area as far as like having to go down the hall and use the restroom and stuff like that. As far as our admissions process and our requirements, we do require a high school GPA of a 2.9, and we will take weighted or unweighted GPAs. So whatever your highest GPA is, we will take, as long as that is the one that is listed on your high school transcript. And then we will also need a composite score of a 20 on the ACT or the equivalent for the SAT if you prefer that test. As far as the ACT goes, we are requiring those still for admission this year. I know a lot of schools aren't, but we are. But we are also allowing super scores for the ACT this year as well. So if you have a higher score on a couple different tests, you can combine that into one score to create a main super score, but those do have to come directly from the ACT board. We will not super score different tests ourselves. So just make sure you request that from the ACT board and send that over to us. As far as our application process, you can apply online at uah.edu/apply. Our application is open now. We do have rolling admissions, so we try to make decisions as fast as possible. You will need to pay a $30 application fee, submit your official high school transcript, as well as those official ACT or SAT scores. We do have scholarships available as well. We have academic scholarships that are based off of your GPA, your test scores, and your residency. So since you guys are from Tennessee, you will be on our out-of-state academic scholarship grid. Scholarship preference is given to those that have applied and are admitted by April 15th of 2021. So that is a very important deadline for us. But if you do apply and are admitted before that deadline, then you are automatically eligible for these scholarships as long as you fall along that grid. So here is our out-of-state academic scholarship grid. As you can see, you can match up your test score with your GPA to figure out what amount you'd be awarded. So for example, if I have a 28 on my ACT and a 3.5 high school GPA, I'm automatically going to be awarded over $17,000. And this is towards your total cost of attendance. So it's not just tied with tuition. One other thing about us is we do stack scholarships as well. So if you have an additional scholarship from your high school or from scholarships.com or from some random website, then we will usually stack as much scholarships as possible to match the total cost of attendance for you. So at this point, what can you do? If you haven't already and you are a senior, I definitely recommend going ahead and applying. Schedule a campus visit with us. We have virtual and on-campus visit options. So if you aren't comfortable due to COVID, there's tons of virtual resources online available for you, or you can come on campus and schedule a tour through that link. You can meet with me through Calendly, through Zoom. And then we do have a couple of upcoming events as well. So I'll actually be in Tennessee in person at the end of October, beginning of November. So you can meet with me then. And we also have virtual discovery day on Saturday, November 21st. Thank you guys so much for letting me be here. I'm glad my sound finally worked, and I hope you guys have a great night.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, students, once again, thank you for joining us today. After you close the window, there will be a very quick 4-question survey, and we appreciate any feedback you may have. As I said earlier, please sign up for more sessions. This is just one of the many happening. And the recording of this session will be available in about a week on StriveScan. So yeah, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you, panelists, and I hope everyone has a great rest of your night.